Hello my friend, hope you are fine. This is my second video of this series of IELTS speaking practice. In this video I will discuss about one model part 1 IELTS speaking question, and also I will give a simple answer, and I will show you how to develop the answer gradually using some grammar, using some native English expressions. Let's see. You may have noticed that in our life you have been asked some question like, do you prefer this or that? Do you prefer this or those? Do you prefer X or Y? Something like that. Something like that. For example, you may be asked that do you prefer tea or coffee? Or you may be asked, do you prefer traveling by bus or by train? Or you may be asked about do you prefer living in a town or living in a city, something like that. Okay, so in this case we need to answer the question first, what we actually prefer. They want to see if we can answer the question, and also we can compare the two options, and also if we can provide some example to extend the idea. That's the criteria of marking, so far I can understand. So I have made some notes about this before, so I will so if you are being asked about do you prefer let me find out one model question. You may be asked about do you prefer to travel by bike or on foot? Okay, and also do you prefer writing letters or sending emails? Okay, writing letters or sending emails. First of all, we have to answer the question. If you can say I prefer sending emails, this can be an answer, but this is not a this is good but not great answer. So we have to prepare for the great answer. And also we need to use some grammar. So first, in the first part I will discuss about the giving the answer first, and comparing the writing letters and sending emails, and also give some example if possible. Let's see. Before we do everything, we need to brainstorm the idea. So what shall I say? Okay, so suppose I said that I choose sending emails as my preference. So I will compare next. So next, to compare emails with writing letters, I have to find out some advantages of sending emails, and also some drawbacks of writing letters. We know that sending emails is cheap, is almost free, and is quick. Sending emails is quick. On the other hand, writing letters, it takes time, and we'll have to go to the post box to send this, and it will take 2-3 days to reach the recipient. So this is actually the case. We can say this in this way, but that won't be um, native style. So how can we say this in a native way? First of all, answering the question. At this moment, we know that what is the benefits of sending emails and what are the drawbacks of writing letters. Okay, and now we have to answer this one is in using some grammar and also using some native speaker expression. So when we going to answer that, do you prefer writing letters or sending emails? So the straightforward answer could be, I prefer sending emails to writing letters. It's good. This is a simple answer, simple grammar. The structure is prefer, verb ing, use of ing, and plus 2. Let me find out. Or we can say, let me see. Yes, I prefer sending emails to writing letters. That's it. Also, we can use the another structure is using the rather than. So if we use a rather than, we must use to verb, to infinitive. So in that case, I prefer to send emails rather than write letters. Just verb, just simple verb. Or I is done. So there are two ways to express this view. The answer is, I prefer sending emails to writing letters, or I prefer to send emails rather than write letters. That's it. Now how would you compare? Now there are we can use two comparing language, like one is, we know that sending emails is cheaper. Sending emails is cheaper than writing letters. So we can say sending emails is cheaper than writing letters, or writing letters is not as cheap as sending emails. And so I have said two different types of comparison. One is simple, another is using comparative language. I repeat, first of positive comparison, and second I will say about negative comparison. Positive comparison is sending sending emails is cheaper than writing letters, and negative comparison is writing letters is not as cheap as sending emails. So two different structure, grammatical structure we can use. Now one more benefits and drawbacks. So we know that sending emails is quicker than sending sending letters, right? So we can say positive comparison. So sending cheaper, no, right? Sending emails is cheaper than writing letters. And also okay, I just getting forgetting this. One point is based on cost and based on time. Okay, based on cost is sending emails is cheaper than writing letters, and the negative comparison is writing letters is not as cheap as sending emails. Now based on time, so sending emails is quicker than writing letters. Also writing letters is not as quick as sending emails. So there are two comparison. So what we can do, we can add both of them. Also in one comparison we will use the positive one, and the second one we will use the negative comparison. So what we can say, writing sending emails is cheaper than writing letters, and writing letters is not as quick as sending emails. So we can in between we can add the furthermore, moreover, something like that, but it's not a writing. Let me repeat again. We can say sending emails is cheaper than writing letters. Furthermore or moreover, writing letters is not as quick as sending emails. So but furthermore, moreover, it is actually formal writing language. So we should not use this. We must avoid this type of language. So what can we do? We'll do the native speaker expressions. Now we can say and also, and in addition, and besides we can add them totally like this, and also, and in addition, and besides, right? So I can say sending emails is cheaper than writing letters, and also writing letters is not as quick as sending emails. So that's the complete answer actually. Now if you decide, choose to prefer writing letters, then you can add some surprising native expressions, because writing letters is actually expensive, but you prefer to write letters. In that case, you can say, I prefer writing letters. Uh, all Even though I know that writing letters is more uh, expensive than sending emails, or more uh, writing letters uh, uh, take more time uh, than sending emails. And first of all, then we develop totally how to answer. It's actually a generalized question, that do you prefer sending emails or writing letters? So what we can say, generally I like sending emails rather than sending rather than writing letters. Okay, so it's not about like question, sorry, I made a mistake. Generally I prefer to send emails rather than uh, write letters. Oh, sorry, I made mistake. Let me correct it again. Generally, I prefer writing letters rather than, sorry, no, sending emails actually. Generally, generally, I prefer sending emails rather than writing letters. Uh, Obviously, writing letters, obviously, sending emails is cheaper than writing letters. And in fact, writing letters is not as quick as sending emails. That's it. It's better than the previous answer. Suppose you are being asked about something that is not good for you, but you prefer. In that case, how would you express your view? Suppose it says that you are being asked about, let me find out. Do you like cakes, or do you like eating lots of cakes, or salad? Obviously, you know that salad is a healthy food, and cake is not a healthy one. So but you like the cake. In that case, how would you answer? You can say, I like eating lots of cakes. But needless to say that this is not good for my health. Simple. So you prefer something which is not good, and you are answering in a very polite way, and this is a native speaker expression in this way. Needless to say, but needless to say, this is a negative expression. And also, in some cases, you may be asked that, do you like fresh fruit or juice? or something like that. Or fresh fruit or burger, maybe. So you know burger is not good for health. So how would you answer? I can say it's me. Then obviously I prefer eating burger rather than eating fresh salad. Uh, Although I know, or even though I know this is not good for my health, also I like I like eating salad. In fact, in fact, that means something you are going somewhere to show negative sense. In fact, in most cases I eat burger because it's so tasty. So you you are showing the answer because it's so tasty. That's it. Okay, that's all for today. I have been preparing for this video from early morning. I've tried my best. Let me see. Next video. In the next video, I will discuss about the some sort of question like what do you do on an average day? What is your normal daily routine? Can you describe your typical day? What you do in a typical day? What do you usually do on weekends? That means how we pass one specific time. So let's see. Let me learn myself first, then I will discuss with you here in this camera. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. Thanks for being with me. Goodbye. See you on the next video.